They walked through a wondrous evolutionary garden where plants and beings grew and transformed into ever more complex and beautiful forms before their eyes. "I am ready," Diego said, his voice firm. "I understand that I must act right now, right where I am. So is it enough to just do my work?" "You must do all that you can do where you are," Mateo explained. "But more importantly, you can only advance by being larger than your present place. And no person is larger than their place who leaves undone any of the work pertaining to it." He pointed to a small, determined plant that was splitting a rock as it grew, its life force incredible to behold. "The world is advanced only by those who more than fill their present places," Mateo said. "This is the law of evolution. When an organism has more life than can be expressed on its own level, it develops the organs of a higher level and a new species appears. Your getting rich depends upon your applying this principle to your own affairs." "Every day is either a success or a failure," Isabella said, her tone gentle yet penetrating. "And it is the successful days that get you what you want. If every day is a failure, you will never get rich, whereas if every day is a success, you cannot fail to get rich." "What is a day of failure?" Diego asked. "If there is something that can be done today and you do not do it, you have failed in that respect," she replied, "and the consequences may be more disastrous than you imagine. You cannot foresee the results of even the most trivial act. Perhaps doing that simple thing is what is meant to open the door to very great possibilities. Your negligence may cause a long delay. Every day do all that can be done that day before them." An image of two workers in a workshop took form. The first was rushed and stressed, jumping frantically from task to task, leaving his work unfinished and of poor quality. The second worker was calm and focused. He performed fewer tasks, but he completed each one with precision and perfection. "So to get all the work for the day done, do I have to exhaust myself?" "Rush my work?" Diego asked. "No, you are not meant to overwork or to rush blindly. It is not the number of things you do that is important, but rather the efficiency of each separate action that counts. Every act is, in itself, either a success or a failure," Isabella added. "Every inefficient act is a failure. And if you spend your life performing inefficient acts, your life will be a failure. Every efficient act is a success in itself. If every act of your life is an efficient act, then your entire life must be a success. The cause of failure is doing too many things in an inefficient manner and not doing enough things in an efficient manner." "That makes sense," Diego said. "So the final question is, how can I make each act a success?" "You can make each act a success because all power is working with you, and all power cannot fail," Isabella replied. "To make each act efficient, you just have to put power into it." "And how do I put power into my act?" Mateo stepped forward, emphasizing the most important point of this final lesson. "By holding your vision while you are doing it and putting the whole power of your faith and purpose into it. This is where the people who separate mental power from personal action fail. They use the power of mind in one place and at one time, and they act in another place and at another time. But if all the power goes into every act, no matter how commonplace, every act will be a success in itself." A dual image formed. On one side, Diego sat in peaceful silence, joyfully seeing and engraving the details of his mental picture in his mind. On the other, the same Diego performed a simple task, washing a dish, driving a car, with a calm yet powerful focus. This does not mean you must see all the details of your picture clearly at every moment. Isabella clarified. The work of your leisure hours should be to use your imagination to work on the details of your picture so they become firmly fixed in your memory. You only need to mentally refer to that picture to stimulate your faith and purpose, causing your best efforts to be put forth. Your desire for the brilliant promises of that picture will summon the most powerful energies of your entire being. The four souls stood together. The great cycle of teachings was complete. Matteo, with a resonant and sonorous voice, declared the final and complete statement of the principles he had imparted to his grandson. There is a thinking substance from which all things are made. A person can form things in their thought, and by impressing their thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing to be created. To do this, a person must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. They must form a clear mental picture of the things they want. He paused, bringing the statement to its peak by adding the final, crucial principle with great emphasis. And, with faith and purpose, do all that can be done. Each day, doing each separate act in an efficient manner, Diego's face was now filled with peace, power, and a complete, unshakable understanding. He knew the theory. He was ready. He was no longer just a student. He was a master in the making, counting the moments until his greatest test, to return to earth and apply these principles. His gaze was no longer on the heavens, but toward the life that was waiting to be created by him.